What is up, awesome people, and welcome back to my Pokemon X and Y tutorial series. So in the last episode, well, I'm actually not going to count the last episode really as part of the tutorial series, but I will say what I did last episode anyways. Last episode I caught a shiny Pikachu and found a light ball and basically explained how all that worked, but since that is part of my shiny collection, I decided not really to include that in this tutorial series. So basically in this episode I'm basically just going to revise what I basically explained in the shiny Pikachu episode for those who didn't watch, and that's basically how to get the light ball in X and Y, which is basically used to breed a very interesting Pichu, which I'm going to bring on the screen right now. And unfortunately you can't see the bottom screen, so that's actually a big fail. I'll have to show it on PC. Alright, so as I was saying, it's going to breed a very interesting Pichu if you give Pikachu the light ball. Now light ball's only effect doesn't stop there actually. Light ball if given to Pikachu raises its attack and special attack by ×2, so that's by double. And as you see now on the screen, you can see the interesting move that Pichu gains when you breed Pikachu with light ball, and that's Volt Tackle. Now Volt Tackle is basically exclusive to Pichu, Pikachu and Raichu. It's very similar to Wild Charge, but not as exclusive. So Volt Tackle does have a base power of 120, accuracy of 100, it's electric and a physical move, and like I said, it's basically like Wild Charge. In other words, just Wild Charge isn't as special as Volt Tackle. So once you get your light ball from Wild Pikachus, basically give that to a Pikachu of your own, which I have here, or my shiny one that I caught last episode. Give that to Pikachu, breed it with a Ditto or whatever Pikachu can. Well, I did it with a Ditto because I caught a female, and then your final product will be a Pichu with Volt Tackle. So that's basically all that with Light Ball, but how to go about getting Light Ball is the interesting one. I'll stay in PC. You're going to need a Pokemon in your lead with Compound Eyes, and well, I usually try to get one with Compound Eyes and one that can learn Thief as well. So I got my Yammer for this episode. You can use Volivion, you can use Butterfree, you can use a whole variety of other bug types, mostly that have, well, most bug types learn Compound Eyes, but I decided to go with Yammer. That was one I can get a hold of. And then even if that does faint, you can then go to another perk with Thief, and then you can Thief off Light Ball as well. Now, Compound Eyes, why you need it in the lead is because Compound Eyes raises the chance of finding a Pokemon with an item by ×1.5. So Light Ball normally has a percentage of 5% chance find on Wild Pikachus. Compound Eyes raises it to 7.5, which still isn't all that great, but it still is a lot better than that measly 5%. Basically the method I'm going to be showing in this video is basically the same method I'd used in the Chansey video with finding Lucky Egg. Except, unfortunately, Pikachu doesn't hold any other items. Alright, so, unfortunately I forgot to shut that door, so that may be slamming throughout the video, unfortunately. Alrighty, so, I'm going to go to Friend Safari for this one, seeing as how Pikachu is more common in Friend Safari. You can go to Santalone Forest, but it's not as common there. It's about a 5% chance find there, so you can do that. I did do that first time round, however, I did rage quite a lot. Alrighty, so here we go. First Pokemon off the bat is a Pikachu, which is great. Now another tip I should give is make sure your thieving Pokemon does not have an item on it. If it goes to Thief, and it does have an item, it will not steal a Pokemon's item if it's got one, so always keep that in mind. I have done it quite often, and it's been a big pain in the rear side because obviously I've had a good amount of misses there on items. So that first Pikachu did not have a light ball, so let's move on and let's see if we can find another Pikachu. And yes, we did. Alright, so let's leave this Pikachu and let's see what it's got. Ah, it's got static, that's annoying. Right, so it went for the double team. Unfortunately, Pikachu is annoying with that static ability, plus it's got Nuzzle, it's got Thunderbolt, and it's got Nuzzle. I think I said Nuzzle, I'm sorry. It's got all a bunch of annoying moves, which makes it quite hard to thief, and Yama isn't exactly the best matchup to it either. That's alright, if Yama falls, I've got Staraptor, which will one-shot Pikachu basically. Alright, so another wild Pikachu, let's thief this one. goes for the slam on my Yama. That's just going to do a little bit of damage there. Unfortunately, I get the Parahex there. And unfortunately, this Pikachu goes for Thunderbolt. My Yama's dead. And it does. Poor Yama. You did well, Yama. You served me well. Well, not in this episode, anyway. I'm going to send up my Staraptor. Now, it's all cool if your Compound Eyes poke does faint. It's not going to make too much difference at all. Just make sure your backup poke has Thief as well. That's going to one-shot that Pikachu. Unfortunately, cause static on my Staraptor. But that's alright. Staraptor's pretty fast, so that's not going to make too much of a difference. Alright, so my Pichu is going levels there. I probably shouldn't have left it at my party. Right, so Pichu learnt Tail Whip. Pichu grew to level 6. Oh boy. Alrighty. So that's, I think, 3 or 4 Pikachus down. Right, so another Pikachu. Definitely do not expect the Light Ball on the first go. Like I said, it is sitting at a measly 5% without Compound Eyes. Compound Eyes raise it to 7.5, so there still isn't a great chance that you'll find it. And oh wow, Pikachu outsped Staraptor. My Staraptor's pretty quick. Right, so we're going to thieve that one. Pikachu fainted. And we stole a Light Ball. That's fantastic. So there's our Light Ball. Alright, so the advice I gave earlier was make sure to take the item off your thieving Pokemon, otherwise you can't thieve any more items. I'm going to take that Light Ball off Staraptor, and I'm just going to keep going on, see if I can find any more Light Balls, just to show how common it is to find one. Oh look, it's a Mulga. So as I said, once you get your Light Ball, just equip that to a Pikachu, put that in daycare, breed it with a, well, I do prefer Ditto, breed it with Ditto, and you'll get your Pichu with Volt Tackle. That's basically how you get that. Or you can equip it to Pikachu and raise its attack and special attack by ×2. But I don't know how many people would do that, seeing as how there's probably a lot better items out there for Pikachu. Alrighty. So another Emolga. If I can't find any more Pikachus, I think I'll just skip to the breeding step and I'll just show you anyway. Alright, so it's going to hunt down, probably just be the last one. Alright, so another Pikachu. Just thief that. So Pikachu goes for a slam. That's going to do monkeys to Staraptor. Thief one-shots it. And nothing on that one. So Pichu go to level 8. Alright, as I promised, I would show the breeding process because otherwise this is just getting boring. Alright, so once you got the Light Ball, you'll need to have yourselves of quarter Pikachu, either from Santalone Forest or from Safari. It really does not matter. Now, I could always breed it with that Pikachu, but I thought I might just be special. Where is my shiny box? There. I thought I might breed it with my shiny Pikachu that I caught last episode. So I named it Scumchew, and you'll see it why, because there's going to be another video being uploaded next after this video, which basically explains the story. Alright, so I'm just going to move that Pokemon back into my main box, which is where all my pokes get dumped that I either don't need or just sit there if needed. And I'm going to get myself, well, what's it, mild? I go for Jolly on a Volt Tackle Pichu, so if you got a Ditto with Jolly, that would be great. No, it's careful. Why is that there anyway? Hasty. Careful. I seem to have a lot of careful Dittos. It's not cool. Here we go, Jolly. That'll do. Right, so I think my Everstone's somewhere else at the moment. Right, I'm just going to grab the Everstone for my Poochyena. I was getting ready to do the IV breeding guide again, but something else jumped in the way, obviously. So it's going to sort my bag by name, go up to E for Everstone, put that on the Jolly Ditto, and I'm not going to... Oh, well, actually I need to put the Light Ball on Pikachu before I do anything else. So just got a light ball, and its description is item to be held by Pikachu. It's a puzzling orb that boosts its attack and special attack stats. Now, as I said, that's by ×2 or double. Right, so once we got that, exit out of our PC, head out of the Friend Safari. Now we need to fly back to Campfire Town. I also got to grab something else. Alright, so just quickly I'll duck back into Pokemon Center because I did forget one more poke. When it comes to breeding, I always suggest having a Pokemon with Flame Body or Magma Armor. That does speed up the hatching process, so unfortunately I've got so many boxes to go through. I'm going to grab my Macargo, just replace Yama over it. Right, so we've got everything that we need. Duck out of the Pokemon Center, head to Route 7, and head towards the Pokemon Daycare. Now, hopefully I've got nothing in there at the moment. No. So I'm just going to leave our Pikachu and our Ditto. Yuck. I hate that noise. Why is it, out of all the Pokemon's Gumshoe had to get that cry? There you go, it sounds like the anime almost. Anyways, we've left our Pikachu and our Ditto in a daycare, doing just fine. They don't seem to like each other very much. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna I'll pause the video a little bit and I'll resume the video when I've got an egg ready to go. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Alright, so that took about 10 minutes to get one egg, which is not surprising at all for me. Alright, so once the guy at the front here is turning around facing you, you can talk to him and he says, "Oh my god, your Pokemon's holding an egg. We don't know how it got there because we don't know what sex is, of course. Do we want it? Yes, we do." So receive the egg from the daycare man. Now, it shouldn't take too long actually to hatch a Pikachu egg. So once we've got the egg, I'm just going to fly to the center of Luminous City, if it's going to let me go there. Center of Luminous. Now we're basically just going to do laps around the Luminous City Gym, which is basically the Eiffel Tower in Luminous City. And we're going to have our Macargo, which has Flame Body, as our lead Pokemon to just double the hatching steps, well basically half the hatching steps needed. But at the same time, I'm going to throw on an O-Power, which is Hatching Power level 2, if it lets me in. So I just use that on myself. So Hatching Power level 2 was used. And basically, all we have to do is just leave our finger on the toggle button and just run laps around Luminous City. So this should not take too long at all. So all I'm going to do is I'll pause the video and I'll resume it again when the egg is ready to hatch. So I'll see you in about 2 minutes time. Alright guys, that actually didn't take as long as I thought it would. So our egg is ready to hatch. So let's hatch this little Pichu. Alright, so that's our baby Pichu. So Pichu hatched from the egg, and this Pichu should have Volt Tackle. So I'm not going to nickname the Pichu. So let's have a quick look at it. Alright, so it's going to have Jolly Nature because I gave my Jolly Ditto the Everstone. And yes, it does have Volt Tackle. Well, unfortunately I can't actually show it for proof, but there's the details for it. And yeah, that's basically how you get Pichu with Volt Tackle, as well as how to get the Light Bulb to breed for Pichu with Volt Tackle. Alrighty, so that's it for this episode. Next episode, I will be showing you how to get how to get more Heartscales than what you can during the in-game process. Basically using the same process as I've done for Pikachu and Chansey. So until then, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!